Hi, I'm Cindy Ring.
I'm Brianna Motzkus, and welcome to Book Club.
All right, so welcome. If you don't know who we are mother-daughter duo. We have a quilt shop in Central Washington State. We do a bunch of YouTube stuff. We do box openings, we do classes, tutorials, we do a Wednesday morning chat with friends, and we do a book club. And our book club meets every second Monday at 11 o'clock live, and we all discuss whatever book we're reading. But this week, we happen to be on a quilting cruise all around the UK with 42 other. Are we counting us in the 42?
Are we? Oh, I don't
There's
know.
42
There's a lot of
quilters.
us.
We don't know if that includes us or not, but yeah, there's lots of us. We've been sending videos so you'll be able to see everybody and what we're working on and where we've been, and there's a lot of stuff. So right now, that's kind of what's blowing up our YouTube channel.
Yeah.
But we pre-recorded our box opening, so there's still an opportunity to shop for brand new fabric, so don't miss that stuff. But for our book club, which would ordinarily be today, would ordinarily be live, what we decided to do is we had about half of the gals bring their favorite book.
Yeah.
They tell about it, and then we had kind of a fun way to swap. We gave out pairs of bookmarks, and whoever you matched with, that was
that's
the
how
book
you
you
swap
got.
books. Yeah.
And what was super, super fun is it worked out perfectly. Yeah. There were so many books. It's like, oh, I've read that and it was so good. Oh, I've read that and it was so good. But everybody got books that they hadn't read.
Yeah.
So it was really good. So sit back and kind of watch. They're all good. You'll meet about a bunch of them. Probably half.
Half of us, I think. Yeah.
And then make some notes. And note, also, we have an author
in our midst.
That
cool.
is $9. I mean, you watch for her. It is $9 on Amazon. Order it.
Awesome.
She gifted one. It says to Cindy and Brianna, but it is currently in my possession. It is not on Audible, but $9. It wasn't very thick. So I feel like we should do kind of a little author's interview. It's not very often that we get to interview an author. I have a lot of questions about, that whole process. And she says she has book 2 ready. She just needs to find a buyer for it. So
cool.
I know, super exciting. So anyway, so watch all of that stuff, and we'll see you in a month.
Yeah. Bye.
Bye.
The book I brought is called Loving Frank. I've never read it. My daughter has 2 of them, and she's in a book club, and she got off somewhere and forgot her book, and so she ordered another one. But it is about the love story of Frank Lloyd Wright and one of his clients.
I brought Lessons in Chemistry. She's her own woman, and I loved every single bit of this story.
Yes.
There's a lot of sad parts, but there's some wonderful parts, and the best thing I think is that she just did what she wanted to do despite what everyone else told her.
Yes.
I brought Emily Henry's book, Happy Place, because I like Hallmark type movie books. I like things that are happy endings so I can sleep at night. So that's why I brought this book.
And I brought Lisa C's Lady Trans Circle of Women. Lisa C writes books about powerful women and how women support each other, how women hurt each other, and how women survive. And I think that's just the power of women.
I brought The Boys in the Boat, which is an Eastern Washington true story, very inspirational. And it's about rowing, which I was really not interested in rowing, but it's a wonderful story. And they've since made a movie out of it, and there's a documentary movie on it as well.
I brought Outlander by Diana Gabaldon, and it's an epic love story between Claire Beecham and Jamie Fraser. It's the first one in the series of what will be 10. She's almost done with the 10th book. I brought it for this trip because it's set in 17th century Scotland, also Revolutionary period in America. But what I really love about this book is she writes Claire as an incredibly strong woman. And she's a healer, physician, and the love story, that Jamie's a warrior, essentially.
Hi, I brought The Recovery Agent by Janet Ivanovich. This is just classic Janet Ivanovich. It's a strong woman character. She's a recovery agent finding lost treasures. And in this instance, she has to team with her ex-husband who has the map. And the usual sarcasm and humor along with the adventure. It's just a nice, entertaining book.
I brought Tangled Wishes, which actually was written by myself. It's a romantic suspense. It's a love story. It does have action and adventure. It goes from Vegas to California and back to Louisiana, where I lived when I wrote this. It's just a good book that shows how two people can really love each other and survive.
Awesome.
I brought a James Patterson, and it's a women's murder club. And she travels, Lindsay Boxer. They've made many James Patterson stories about her. And it's a fast read because they're short chapters and you can put them down and pick them up. And there's always a twisted ending. You never know what's going to happen with James Patterson.
Good.
I brought the Healing Quilt. First of all, this is the only book I own because I read on Kindle. But my friend gave it to me for my birthday in June, and I really enjoyed it. It's about an Amish couple who moved to Florida, and they're kind of lonely in leisurely life. So they start a quilt group of about 6 or 7 people in Florida, and they all find a way to heal the feelings and things that have happened in their life.
Hi, I brought Michael Conley's book, The Dark Hours. I love all of his books, and I particularly like Harry Bosch series. But then Renee Ballard, who started out as just, supporting him, now has her own series that he does. And I actually have met Michael Conley in person. I worked with his cousin, and he truly is such a nice, giving man.
Wonderful.
And I brought Murder Over Kodiak, and it's written by a local artist, Robin Bearfield. She and her husband own a remote lodge, and she's written several books. It keeps you going. You just never know who's going to be the one.
Love it.
Yeah. I brought the Radium Girls by Kate Moore. It's about the element radium and how it ruined the lives of most of the women in the industry that used to paint clocks so they glowed in the dark for World War I and World War II. And the industry decided you didn't count anymore.
Oh, interesting. Okay.
And I brought another Alaska writer, Beneath the Ashes. They're not particularly tough reading, but you know the places. You know where they had lunch, where they had a beer. Hers are Hers are mostly interior Alaska, dog sled teams, state troopers.
Cool.
I'm not going to tell you what they do with them, but I enjoyed it.
Awesome.
I brought Small Things Like These by Claire Keegan, who lives in Ireland. And this is about a small town in Ireland when Bill Thurgood discovers something that's really unfortunate and what he does about it. And good story and not long.
Ooh, awesome.
All right, great.
Mine is The Husbands. I will be mailing it to the person. It's by Chandler Baker, and it's a feminist thriller. To what lengths will a wife go to get some help from her husband?
Oh, very good. Okay, I brought The Chef by James Patterson. It's a classic James Patterson about a ex-police officer who went to cook it on a food truck, and things happened. The town was under attack, and he steps up. So pretty fun. It was a really fast read, even though it's a long book. It keeps you going.
Hi, my name is Kelly, and the book I brought is Better Than the Movies by Lynn Painter. So this is just a really cute, romantic book about frenemies to love interest, and has a lot of great elements with the classic love story movies like When Harry Met Sally, 10 Things I Hate About You, For Love of the Game, and it's great to see where Wes and Liz will go on their journey. Hope you enjoy.
All right, so the book that I brought was Agatha Christie's And Then There Were None. So this was not the original one that I was going to bring, but I decided to bring my favorite book. This truly is, of all time, this is probably the classic that really got me reading. And what's kind of fun about this, probably everybody has read it. If you have not, you have to read it. It truly is the #1 selling crime book of all time. It's what put Agatha Christie on the map. And the interesting thing about it that I find is that there's probably been 6 or 7 other novels since then that have almost kind of similar plots. And every time it almost makes me angry. It's like, wait. That was Agatha's story. That wasn't your story. But anyway, they all kind of try to put a little twist on it. But anyway, it's just, it's mesmerizing. Hooks you from the very first, from the very beginning. And you think you know. And then she changes. Then you think you know. Then she changes in true Agatha Christie style. So anyway, favorite book of all time that I brought to swap.
We played the ugliest and prettiest fat quarters. Not to toot my own horn, but I won. This was the ugly fat quarter. Some people are coloring from our color competence class. Others are getting ready to do some sewing. One of the gals is doing a collage. There's a log cabin gals is working on. And our view as we are at sea headed to Waterford.
Thank you for watching our video. We invite you to leave a comment, hit the like button, or better yet, subscribe to our channel so you never miss an episode. You can also visit our Instagram, Twitter, Facebook, or Pinterest pages, or find all of those things and our online store at fabricpatch.net.